Hello, everybody. I know a lot of you are getting ready to go out camping. 'Tis the season, it's March, and back east, you guys in the south are probably already out there, but I'm jealous. I wanted to let you know there is a great debate, huge mammoth, out there on the internet about should and how do I cool down my camper, not mine. What was that? Google Plus decided, anyway, never mind. On the internet about cooling down your fridge and freezer before you go on a camping trip. How do you do it? How do I do it? Well, you'll hear people tell you to go out the night before and go in, turn on the propane, or if you're connected to electricity, turn it on and let it start cooling down. And I've seen some that say up to 3 days. Well, those have got to be residential fridge freezers. Gotta be. There's no way in the world it would take 3 days. So if you have a smaller one like I do, and I'm sorry I don't have the specs on it, but it's not a big one. If you go watch, I'll put the link down below on my inside review, owner review of the inside of my camper. You can see the size. But separate freezer and fridge. Love it. It does not even take pre-cooling. And how do I do that? Every trip we've taken, I have done just exactly this. I freeze the crap out of it, basically. I get everything set. Okay, think back. Before we had refrigerators, what was it called? It was called an ice box. What did you do? You put ice in it to cool everything down and keep it that way. That's exactly what I do. When we go get the camper and we're ready to take off, the last thing we do is we come by the house and we get out our frozen food and our food for the fridge. So what I'll do is I've already got 4 frozen trays of ice. I have you'll see it on my inside review, my ice bucket that I put, that's full of 4 to 5 trays of ice already. Everything in the freezer goes right into the freezer. We take it down, put it in, close the door. Everything in the fridge, we take out of our fridge here at home, take it right in, put it into the refrigerator inside the refrigerator in the camper. Now, when I leave the storage unit, I'll go ahead and turn on the propane to my system, and I'll go in and hit the button to turn on the fridge freezer. It says, you're not connected to electric. I'm going to use propane. So it immediately starts cooling down. It's not even begun to cool down. 15 minutes coming back home. But it started. And so everything's in the fridge and the freezer. Now in my refrigerator, I carry some ice packs, about that big, 6 or 8 inches. I use them to, when we go out picnicking or whatever, I'll put them in a bag to keep pop cool and that kind of thing. I have 2 or 3 of those. They're smaller ones, not very thick. They're not huge. But we use them on the trip. So they're already frozen. I'll put those, just put 2 or 3 of them inside the refrigerator along with my cold, refrigerated, already cooled down items from the fridge. I put them in there, close the fridge door, and we're gone. And 2-3 hours later, I can, when we pull over, maybe to have lunch or something, I can check in there. The refrigerated items are frozen because the door's been closed. It's an ice box. Everything in there's frozen. It's keeping it cold. And everything in the fridge is absolutely fine. The water is cold. Everything. So there is no need, unless you have a huge fridge, to mess with going to storage or going out and turning that thing on, getting it cooled down ahead of time. So I just wanted to let you know that's a quick way to save yourself a headache. It's called an old icebox. I am really jealous. I hope you guys are out there having fun and getting out. looks like it's going to be April for me. Too many March commitments. But if you need me to, or any questions, you let me know. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a gorgeous day here. I should be on the road. Enjoy.